O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Josie. I'm a wife and mom to two, and we are on to our second Decorate with Me. We're doing my dining room today. We did our living room last week. First, I just want to say all glory to the highest, King Jesus, the reason for the season. I have recently had so many experiences, and I just want to say if there's anybody out there right now in a season where they are wondering if Jesus is hearing you, if he's even real, are you speaking into thin air? I just want to confirm that I know firsthand that he is real and he is listening to us. So all glory to him first and foremost. Amen. I just had to say that because I felt led to as I'm beginning to edit. I had some experiences this week and wow, he is so real. Okay, so we're starting off with my black hutch cabinet. This is from Temu. It was under $100. I put a full book down, and then the sleigh is actually from eBay, and it came in white, but I spray painted it with a nutmeg spray paint. I'm adding a few sprigs of greenery, some berry stems that I ripped off of some other stems, and then 2 dried oranges. I always like to keep some sort of storage here because I have all of the different remotes for the lights and everything in here, and then a bowl, which is usually for catch all, but for now, for the sake of Christmas, I am just adding all these like random bells that I don't like anymore to just fill up that bowl. And I think it looks so cute, and the vintage sleigh from eBay was like $20 including shipping, and the one on Magnolia was like $50, so I count that as a win. On the next shelf, I'm gonna add my abode book and then another faux book. This planter is from TJ Maxx. It was like $16, and I always keep it in here. And then I'm gonna add a picture, but I don't have an easel. This is a DIY print. I print all of my prints from Etsy, and then I'll print them at Walgreens, or lately I've been doing them on my own printer. This is from Walmart. I love him. I've been adding like glass and crystal details, and I love that he's a nutcracker because in my living room, as you just saw, I do have a big nutcracker. So this is all one space. I want it to be cohesive. On the top shelf, I'm just adding leftover decor because I'm gonna add a wreath later, so this is not gonna show at all. So I just put my like least favorite pieces on the top shelf. So this vintage Christmas plate I love is actually a platter, and it's from TJ Maxx. It was only $16, and I was going to use it just to serve, but I had this vision of mounting it. So I bought this mounter. It's super easy. I was able to do it myself. It basically comes with a hook that you nail in. You just secure it around the plate. There's different sizes. I will link the one from Amazon that I got. And it's super sturdy. I tried jumping, tried doing all that, and it does not move. So I love it. I think it was the perfect touch for on top of the arch cabinet because there's just so much space because it's not very tall. So I just love how that turned out. This is a little hook that I'm using. I don't like command hooks, they never stick. And so this one just hooks onto the door. So if you have something like a cabinet door or something and you don't want to use a command hook because the stickiness just never lasts for you, these are perfect. And then I'm adding my Norfolk wreath from last year. I had this in my kitchen last year. So it already had a bow attached to it, but I'm not doing a wreath in my kitchen this year. This year I'm doing a garland above my sink, switching it up in there. So I moved it over here, so it is the only wreath on the first floor, and then I'm adding some twinkly lights to that, and I absolutely love how this is my favorite section maybe in the entire house right now. Also, if you're wondering why things are changed up a little bit this year, I usually, for every seasonal decorate with me, I usually start off with my living room and jump straight into my kitchen. This year I'm doing my dining room before my kitchen because I did decorate in my kitchen, but I'm waiting on new counter stools that are arriving later than I thought, and so I'm putting out my dining room first, but it all worked out, don't worry. For my sconces, I am just putting, these are from Hobby Lobby, and I have a bunch of them, so the extras I use for my sconces, I basically just fold it and hook them on. And then I have this silk ribbon last year, I think it's from Temu or Amazon. I would try to link everything that I use down below, and I'm just tying a bow around it. And I think if you have any sconces in your house, this is like the perfect thing to do to them. It looks so cute, and I don't think I'll ever get tired of this, really. You can also add little bells to it. I was gonna add these small bells that I had on my counter stools. No, yeah, my counter stools last year, but I ended up using them somewhere else in this dining room, and so I didn't want to have too much bells all over the place. But I love how this turned out. I put you guys on this angle because as I'm filming, the first snow in New York is falling down, and my neighbors have pine trees in their backyard, so it was just so Christmassy. But I'm just doing the same thing to the other scones. I just wanted you guys to see the snow, so it's a little bit of a weird angle. Like I said, I've been printing all of my prints on cardstock paper at home instead of Walgreens lately, and I love how it's been looking. And then I have a bunch of like frames from Savers that I have in my closet, and I pull them out whenever I need to. So I printed out this Santa. And then these bows are from Target. They come in like a 10 pack for $6. And then these are the bells that I was talking about that I used on my counter stools last year. And I just put those two together and just stuck that right into the little hanging thing on the back. And I love, love, love how this turned out. This is a kind of like a weird area for me where the monitor is for our security system. And I have some ideas in my head, but for now, we're just adding a photo, and I love how it looks. I am going to be sharing a tablescape with you guys later on in the season, God willing, but for now I just added my tray from Target. I love, love, love this glazed vase. Glazed tray. The vase is from Hobby Lobby, and then these stems are from Home Goods. I was looking for these cedar stems in like a larger size, and I only found them at Home Goods. These berry stems are from Target. They come in a 4-pack for around $16, and I love how they look with the cedar stems and adding that pop of red. I love it. I was not a fan of berries before, but I've come to really, really love them this season, especially since the stems that I got in my living room. I hope that you guys got them. I was sharing the last 2 drops with you guys over on my community post, and I hope that some of you guys snagged it. I did see that some of you guys did, but I'm so sorry for those who were too late. So many people were commenting that they missed it, but I love those. Anyways, these appetizer plates are from Target. I love them. I did buy 2 sets of 4 so that I can do an entire tablescape, but for now I left them as appetizer plates. And then this crystal candy jar is actually from Amazon, and I'm not gonna put candy in it. I'm gonna put cookies, but I just thought it would be nice next to the appetizer plates. You can grab a cookie, and when you have guests. This throw is from Amazon, and so is the pillow cover. And then the next pillow that I'm gonna put on my other chair is a pillow cover from Temu. I added a tree inside a vase from Hobby Lobby. The vase is not from Hobby Lobby. The vase is from Home Goods, but the tree is from Hobby Lobby, and I just wanted to show you guys that angle because you could see it from my dining room. I added 2 of these metal black deers. These are from TJ Maxx, And then I'm just quickly showing you the rest of the decor in the bathroom, since it's like it's the last space in my first floor to decorate. I just added this wreath. This wreath was on my counter stool last year, and I just added this wreath to the photo frame. We are going to end off with making some cookies for that cookie jar that I just put in the dining room, but first I just wanted to stop by the bathroom real quick to show you guys what I did. Very simple. For my vanity, I just added the same cedar stems that are from Hobby Lobby that I put on my wall sconces. I have a bunch of these, so when it comes to bathrooms and things like that, I'll just add these in them. Not that they're not really nice, but they're not my favorite, so I have a bunch of them. This Target candle, I just added a little sprig to it and a ribbon. It didn't come like that. This smells amazing. It's like candy Christmas. I don't know what it's called, but it smells like Christmas candy. And I just added that next to my soap. And then this is another DIY print. Printed it on my printer. I had this frame from Savers, and I just painted it gold, and it looks so cute, so simple, and it's very, very cozy in here in the nighttime. For the cookies, just a warning that this combination is basically like crack. I got the Pillsbury sugar cookie dough to make my own cookies because I wanted to do shapes. I did make more with my daughter, but I did make like aesthetically pleasing ones. I wanted to do sandwich cookies that the top sandwich has like a little hole in them, and then you can add a filling and you'll see it through the hole. So it was a bit of trial and error. And if you guys want to recreate this, I'll just give you guys my tips. I did try. First of all, you need a lot of flour. Every time you roll again, you're going to need to put more flour so it doesn't stick. So I tried stamping it and then doing the small star. You'll need two different sizes. I'll link the ones that I use. I want to do this with gingerbread man shapes in my next video, but I didn't have like a smaller gingerbread to go in the middle. Anyways, it was not like it just wasn't, when I was picking it up, it was mangling all up. And so what I ended up doing, and you'll see here in a second, is I ended up doing the small star first, and then when I rolled it out, the small star, and I press the small star, it would kind of lift up with the cookie cutter. So you'll see what I mean here in a second. As I pull out the cookie cutter, it like came out, and then I did the bigger star next, and then I basically kept, if it didn't like already stick, I basically like dragged it to the edge of the counter so that it wouldn't fall out and it wouldn't lose its shape. And then I transferred it over to the baking sheet just like this. And that's how I was able to keep the star shapes for the ones that have the hole in the middle. So just a warning, this is how it came out. I only did 6 of them and it fit perfectly inside the cookie jar. Then this is the sugar cookie melting wafers from Walmart. You basically just want to use a piping bag, melt it, use a piping bag to fill just the very center of it. You don't want to go all the way to the edges. I learned that the hard way, because then when you sandwich the cookie on top, it's going to spill out and it's not going to look neat. So I did like a smaller star, leaving the outer edges just cookie, and then I sandwiched the cookie on top of it. You could also put some sprinkles or something in the middle if you want, but I wanted just the plain white. And this combination of the sugar cookie melting wafers with this sugar cookie is literally like crack. Like, I am not a big sweet person, but when I had these, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot stop eating these. And I did make some cookies with my daughter as well, just for fun, just to, have fun with her. But yeah, these were more for aesthetic, and the idea is that the cookies are there, and they're a very hearty cookie since they're 2 layers of cookie plus the chocolate in the middle. And you could do it with whatever filling you want, but chocolate is was easiest for me, and it ended up tasting so good. But yeah, it's a very hearty cookie. So even though there's only 6 in here, it's just like a one cookie type of cookie. Like, you're not gonna grab more than one of these, and it's perfect if you're serving your guests coffee. They could grab an appetizer plate, put a cookie on there, and they could have their hot cocoa or coffee with cookies. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next one. God willing, as always.